It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
It's a Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know, I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Ellis Monroe.
It's a street light. I pull my hood closer, seeking anonymity, meeting no eyes as I walk. Trafalgar Square at last. So full of people, none of them knowing, an almost post-orgasmic lethargy fills me as I wait in the rain. By the time the night bus arrives, the high has passed, leaving me drained and depressed, and as I think about the weeks ahead of me, the paranoid wait to see if they're going to catch me this time, I pay the driver and head for the back of the bus, sit by a window and watch London go by as through the grimy glass. Then there's another long walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my legs, the muscles taut with cramp. Safe home at last. Oh, what?
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me. We've got a new target, Ellis Monroe. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
This the Slayer's needs, and I have no idea how long it will continue, so I am left with the image of myself.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. Yes, we were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? It was her mom's. She was saving in case she ever got married. This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. Poe and Dorota, people I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and they keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends. I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry, you know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. Poe's not a killer, Sam. He's married with kids. He's a lovely guy. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him, you know, without any clothes on. I always say no. Sam, you forgot your phone.
A bit more about what the object is that I brought in today.
So it's quite small, fits in the palm of your hand, and it's a small man wearing robes, and he looks like he's in quite a lot of pain.
Yes. Where could he be from? This man.
I'm not sure actually. He's maybe a Buddhist?
Yeah, could be, yes.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel. No. I can do a reading if you want. The Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? Yes, of course, anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
If she wasn't on a mat, she wasn't anymore. She told me to shoot her, so I did.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. You got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
Pretzel, a postcard, a pair of pickle-shaped cufflinks.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret? Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. Shh, she doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? She has a wicked imagination for her age. Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Of course! Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. Don't remember now. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
It's real. The alpaca took it in the chest. I grimaced. 6 weeks wasted. I knew...
I know the name. She's off the radio. Hard to get away from it in this town. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place.
Oh.
The Calling. Red.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Saw a curtain of blood ripped under her chin. It caught her still smiling. Her head tipped forward. I expect of frontal lobe, nasal cavities, and sinuses, but her head was completely empty. I stared into the hole. Your body is nothing more than a prison for your conscious. Wardens have long since forgotten you. When I used the knife,
I'm Zach Weston, just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just a Undo a few buttons, yeah? Just
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited our planet already.
Now that's a thought. Beautiful. That's slightly frightening that it's from so long ago.
I need to talk about Ellis Monroe.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing? What haven't I been doing? What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to fool around?
Is that really all you think about? Starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
Well, it's a silver rattle and whistle. And a sealed well at St. Augustine's. 13 children.
Oh.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Shop. Do you have an inkling what this might be?
So, here are 3.
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of the rota.
I don't want to see pictures of your conquests.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding a cello. What do you see?
Beautiful lady. I can make you look like that, Violet. You just need to let me.
A ghastly sound. We're not going to rip bell ringing in reverse. The purpose of most spirit chimes is to keep spirits away. These ones are to invite spirits in. Unfortunately, they don't work for a few months now. Unless, Monroe, you've...
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
This curiosity shop is now closed.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
Into something else. He turns back.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photos? What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes. No.
Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space. Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock. All the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
From this height, nighttime London sparkles. Arms wide, I dive from the roof of the Mandela Tower block. Gravity accelerates me towards the pavement, 32 stories below. Tenzin taught me that the secret...
Claude?
Steel dumpster at the back of the dreamed...
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
And I needed the company. Between us. That dumpster and chased the rest of the street off. That broken fire door, easy access to the stairwell.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Said, and we always exist in the one we believe in.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
My nostrils. I arrived to a cacophony of traffic, stood upon the side of the Golden Gate Bridge. The sun's...
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us. Maybe Ellis should stay with Chief Dupont. Maybe Ellis should stay with... Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record. If she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold.
I'm just being practical. Ellis's fate is in our hands. Ours isn't.
I think, Pearl.
Yeah, I think it has several interesting elements to it.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis Munro.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
Firstly, the idea of a circus. Now, when you go to the circus, it's massive and it's a crazy experience, and some people...
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to die?
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card. And the devil. And you said it was... What was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean a literal death, but maybe it does.
Sharks don't seem to notice you because you're just carrying on as normal. What I'd like to... Worrying too much... What you're doing is a positive thing, then you should always be receiving positive things in return. If they're a negative person, you don't...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Okay, so please explain to the listeners.
I mean, it's very, very heavy.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Killing them? Restraining them? Killing them.
That was an accident. And it worked. But we lost a real person too. We need to get them to leave, not kill them and the host.
You've never used a mangle.
A mangle?
Yeah.
For clothing?
Yeah.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Oh, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
You can't vouch for that.
Why were they crushed?
Good question. I do not know.
Oh gosh. You can have it back.
I personally just use it to flatten bed.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Sprinklers hissed down. Toyota, clutching his spare. The bullets. 9. And one for me. I kiss each bullet for luck as I reload them. Rising to my feet.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
You were strewn on its side, engine crushed against the car. Than he is. I limp past the wreck.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did...
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Because you're immortal.
Ach, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly badger.
Months ago, the eggheads on Smoke Break told Jimmy that the Emma project had failed. Gene pattern was unstable or some such bullshit.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it? Why don't we just quit? Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by transdimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Transdimensional evil?
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, 0.
There, and another. The 7th slows her approach to a stagger. The 8th forces her to her knees, just a few feet down. She raises her head.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you. Can I come in?
It's a bit late, but I think I could spare a few minutes. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. You're dating Violet, aren't you? Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Sure. No thanks.
A little bit won't hurt.
You're dating Violet, aren't you? You're dating Violet. I know what you did to Dorota. You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly? What do you mean, handle her? Doesn't see what clearly?
You know, some women, they think a bunch of flowers means a relationship. Anyway, why are we talking about Violet? Let's talk about you.
I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You seduced her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Maybe escape was possible, but it just silent. House, dimly lit in blue. Through the tall glass windows that span the wall were many distant pinpricks of white. The light.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
But a subtle morphing. The robes were again becoming cloth. There was seaweed, then tentacles. Only they weren't, except for a moment. Some ringed with too impossibly large to fit in the room, and yet there it was.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Pursuit up by a nightmare. A cold gaze grasps back.
Was it a gold coin? I should have known. That's the same as Birmingham. Although they beheaded the victims, they all had gold coins in their mouths. It's their way of marking their territory to prove it's their work.
The sockets led straight into its mind. Closing down like a spiked coffin.
Yeah, she asked for a sample reading to show what I could do. Not really. As I recall, it was all fluffy bunnies and rainbows, success and riches on all fronts, etc., etc.
Or it's disguised to float, since human beings don't. Eyes would be less unsettling if it had eyes, and were less of a corpse. Or air.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
In an empty penthouse lair.
What do you know about it? It's probably a bit more nuanced than that, but maybe. We've got a new target, Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Inside my brain, the bag lady drifted back to the center of the room and floated there. I was free to go.
I don't really want to. Thanks, Sam, for respecting my wishes.
Small talk with the servers at the restaurant. Not this one, the worm had to be told incessantly. Not these ones, the worm had to be told as people strolled past on the sidewalk. Not this one, the worm had to be told when talking with coworkers in asset management.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Sense something was wrong, just behind my eyes. And the true horror. The bag lady was getting... Spare some change? Hold. torn clothes, held a cardboard sign in hand, and smelled food. And the worm did not hear the usual refrain. Not this one. What's special about this?
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really? Tell me.
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you. You want to make it up to me? I forgive you. You want to make it up to me? I forgive you.
That's so kind of you, giving me closure. I have so many loose ends, and not much time.
Before George was gone. There.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Munro.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this? No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Walking across, maybe?
You think?
Only use... hang something on? Like a coat, or...
You could do that, but it's good house, kind of, it's a household item.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Bed sheets. That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah. Can now. It was used to in the 1960s.
Oh my gosh.
They were all identical quadruplets, aged 17. Veins ingrained in the mangle. But I obviously can't vouch for that.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Nightmares.
With Poe and...
I think we should break up. I think we should break.
Why do you want to break up?
I don't love you. I'm cheating on you.
With who?
Dorota. Lexi. Dorota. Lexi. Dorota.
I thought so. Well, Dorota isn't here anymore. That's the curse of sleeping with you, obviously. How dare you break up with me?
It's my decision. And I haven't made my mind up yet.
I mean, keep going the way you're going and I might be out of a job.
Oh.
Well, so what I can tell you is desires. So Gabby, what are you having dreams about? So that in particular is a physical need for life. So what we're also dealing often find to a loss of. So Poe was very close with what he was saying because the impression that I get from this dream and from your explanation.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Rather than actually having your own identity as yourself. Now, for me personally, have to. What do you think?
Listen, I think it's for this listener, and I hope she takes some wonderful lessons.
Dreams. Like, if I'm honest, Lena, it sounds a bit of a nightmare.
Nightmares.
First dream that I'm in. And I'm discovering lots of empty rooms I'd forgotten I had. Every time I find a new room, there's another room.
It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.